Episode 299. So we got Black Nancy Drew talking about she's starting her own true crime podcast. And I don't know why she's just determined on being some type of amateur detective, investigator, whatever she want to call herself. But she don't want to do it the right way. No, that's just too much like right. She got to start a true crime podcast where she can do what she want, which most of the time ain't following rules. She just wants to do things her way. She think that she knows better than professionals. So yeah, we'll see where this goes. Next, Jacob is getting recognized at the station for his role in bringing down the plasma ring. And so Detective Malone is just trying to be nice. He goes over and presents him with some kind of little slick gift that he has a little dig on it, but he's just trying to be nice. That's just his nature. And he got Jacob verbally cutting his head off. Like he's just going off on the man for no reason. And Jacob really needs to get this survivor's guilt that he's going through in check, because he's going to lose everything if he continues. Needs to really go seek himself some help before it's too late. Next, Isaiah and his mother, Miss Nice Nasty, Darlene, they're having breakfast at Orthy Jeans. Darlene tells Isaiah that she's having a Sunday dinner and she's cooking all of Jacob's favorites. And so Isaiah asks her like, okay, that's nice, but is my girl Eva invited? And he already knew the answer to that question. That's why he asked it. And she says, oh, hell no. And he tells his mother that's why he won't be coming around. And look at Isaiah taking up for his girl, because his mama's just being really nasty. You can't hold nobody accountable for what they mama do. Like, that's really stupid. Next, Naomi tells her mother she doesn't want Jacob to take another undercover job, but Jacob wants to keep working undercover. So she says that she doesn't know if she can go through this with him again, him going undercover. And so this is why I said Jacob's he's going to lose his wife, because he's not taking in consideration how this last case almost took his life and that mental toil that it's taken on him and his wife. And especially you add Derek's death to it, it's just too much. He needs to sit down and give it a break. Next, Jacob tells his dad he still wants to get the impaler and that he feels like he failed because his best friend died saving him. And his dad and Detective Psycho Malone is telling him that they've lost partners and CIs. It's an unfortunate part of being a police officer and a detective. It's just part of the job. It's sad to say, but it is. You kind of look at Jacob like, if you can't deal with this, maybe he needs to find another job. Well, find another career that he doesn't have to worry about that. Next, Haley and Bill are waiting for a table at the country club, and Haley asks Bill if he had any tremors that morning, and he tells her no. And then he goes to put his arm around her, and she grabs his arm and like pulls it off of her and tell him to get his hand off of her. And Bill is looking like, what the hell? And I wonder why she reacted that way. I said a couple of episodes ago that Haley is slipping and she needs to get what she can get and just leave town, because obviously she can't fake it too much longer. How does that saying go? Like, you can only fake it for so long before the real you come out. And it seems like that's what's going on with her. So she comes up with a lame excuse that she didn't want the maitre d' to see him copping a feel. And who gives a damn? The maitre d' knows they married, so why would he care if Bill cops a feel? And it wasn't like he was going under her skirt or grabbing her butt or anything. He just put his arm around her. Like, come on now. So Bill tells Haley that when she smacked his hand, it made him think about Danny and how Danny said Mike would look at her inappropriately and Bill didn't do anything. So he says that by smacking his hand, he felt like he was missing something. You slipping because you can't even tell, or maybe she's just too close. Maybe because he's being intimate with her, he can't even see the con artist that's right under his nose. I'm wondering when he's gonna wake up, because he really needs to wake up, and soon. Next, Miss Nice Nasty Darlene tells Isaiah that why should she try to make nice with someone who's temporary in his life? So now she telling him that Eva is only going to be around for so long because she knows her son, and he's committed to Eva, and if he ain't saying that, who is you to tell him who gonna be temporary and who's not in his own life? I'm telling you, Miss Nice Nasty, she a trip. I can't stand women like her, because she just goes around hating on people for no reason. She has no reason to be nasty to Eva. Eva has done nothing but try to be nice to her. And because of her mother's reputation, just be really nasty. And what does that say about you? Like, really, it doesn't make her look like a nice person at all. But I guess she doesn't care. That's just the type of woman she is, and she's proud of it. Next, Cray Cray is trying to make Eva feel guilty for not having time to spend with her. And just because Cray Cray is lonely, that ain't Eva's fault. Like, Eva has a lot going on. She works full time. She got a man. She's starting a life for herself. And there's nothing wrong with that. So Cray Cray needs to go get some hobbies, go on some trips, meet people. She got money, so what's the problem? Go take your butt one of them month-long cruise trips or something like that and get the hell from under your daughter and start a life for yourself. Next, Smitty asks Kat, does she know what true crime case she's going to cover first? And she tells him she's thinking about covering Lynette Wise's disappearance, and that Smitty would be a great guest to have since he knows a lot about the case. And Smitty looks at her like, he doesn't know a lot about Lynette's case, and then he tells her that she just can't go around accusing people without proof. You gotta have some proof. Like, even if you have a podcast, you gotta have some kind of receipts before you start running your mouth, or some people gonna be suing your butt. So Kat says that she will just call herself an amateur detective. And Smitty still lets her know that it doesn't matter what you call yourself. You can't go around hauling accusations at people without any proof. I mean, you can on a podcast, but a person can come back and sue your butt too. And that's what she doesn't understand. There are procedures and guidelines that should be followed when you're talking about people's lives, and when you're making assumptions, and when you don't have proof or evidence, then you can't just say what you want to say. So Smitty tells her too that she should think about what she's getting into, because it's not fun and games. It's real life, and there's consequences to every action. That is right. He ain't never lied. Next, Miss Nice Nasty Darlene, Isaiah, and Eva arrive at the police station, and Darlene asks Elon to take a pic of her and her boys. And then Isaiah tells Eva to join them. And after the pic is taken, Darlene says she wants Elon in the photo, and she needs somebody to take the pic. And she's kind of like throwing hints, hoping that Eva will volunteer. So Eva goes ahead and volunteers. And then this Nice Nasty starts throwing her digs that they can have a nice photo, a nice family photo now. See, now that wasn't even necessary. That's what I'm talking about. She just nasty for no damn reason. So Before Miss Nice Nasty could delete the photo with Eva in it, Isaiah asked her to send the photo ASAP. See, he know his mama. He knew what her little dirty ass was about to do. Darlene walks up to Eva and says she has something she wants to say. And then she comes with this fake apology telling Eva she wants to get to know her. And she doesn't. I can't stand a fake ass person. Next, as the chief is giving the speech, Jacob is looking like a deer in headlights, and you can hear gunshots, and I guess that's what's playing in his head. The night that Derek got shot, he just constantly keeps hearing those gunshots, and it looks like Jacob has some type of PTSD from that night, and that's why I said he needs to go get him some help. Next, Jacob tells Naomi he's leaving the ceremony and going to Uptown to get a drink. And I really hope that this is not how he's going to handle his PTSD, is by drinking every time he starts hearing gunshots, because he's going to be a drunk. And again, like I said, he's going to lose everything if that happens. So Naomi tells him she has to text Ashley and then she'll come with him. And he tells her Ashley needs her and he'll be fine. And this nasty attitude he's having, he's gonna push Naomi away. Next, Miss Nice Nasty Darlene goes over to Detective Malone's desk and tells him she spoke to his ex and that his ex is living her best life. And again, that wasn't necessary. It wasn't cute. This damn bitch is just nasty to be nasty. So Cray Cray comes in with some donuts and Eva takes her aside and asks like, why is she there? And Leslie says that she's there to see her man. And she tells Darlene she hopes she's not being nasty to her daughter. She would hate to have Elon arrest her for beating her ass. I was like, it takes Leslie. But I tell you, Leslie put her little nasty ass in her place, and I was here for it. And, you know, that's what Miss Nice Nasty get. You don't go around treating people kids like that or treating folks daughters like that for no damn reason just because they're dating your son. Like, that's really nasty and unnecessary. I know I keep saying it, but it's I just do not like people like her. So Eva grabs Leslie and walks away, and Darlene tells Detective Malone he left a good woman to get in bed with a demon. And Detective Malone says he's just living his best life. He got her ass with that one. That was too funny. Next, Leslie messy ass tells Miss Nice Nasty Darlene that Isaiah has been spending a lot of time with her family, and then she starts talking about the meal that Isaiah cooked on Eva's birthday. And was it really a meal? I mean, it was a dish. I wouldn't say it was a meal because it was just macaroni. Okay, I digressed. So then Leslie rubs it in Darlene's face by going over to Isaiah and hugging him. Was going over to Isaiah and hugging him and then calling him son, because she knew that was going to make Miss Nice Nasty upset, and it did. Next, Kat sees Jacob at Uptown and she asks if she could buy him a celebratory drink. And Jacob tells her there's nothing to celebrate, and all he can hear is the gunshots that killed his friend. And Kat tells him she's sorry and gives him a hug. And I guess this is the beginning of Jacob spiraling. And that ends the episode.